I'm starting to understand why I work so hard and seek recognition and approval. This is something that has been eating me for all of my lifetime. I'm telling you my side of the story. It's not easy, but you must know you are not alone.
Like there's always the other person who tries a little bit harder. And the story always goes, people, mostly immigrants, who come to another country will strive to succeed more than the natives. So basically, person who has nothing will mostly work harder than the person who has it all. That's just the nature of things. Today, when I was making my video about my wonderful pillow and art prints, I kind of know why I always try to make it work. I try my best. And we were watching this movie and it hit me again and again, and I wanted to come down here to my car where I'm completely alone. Where can I talk to you about this and say what's on my mind? Because as I said before in many of my videos, I have kind of a lost faith in humanity, lost faith in empathy, and everything is ruled by money and artificial intelligence and scripted reality. And I just wanted to share a piece of me. And one of the things that kind of makes me and destroys me is always the search of perfection, the search for you to say that it's okay, that I'm good enough, that I'm a good enough artist, that I'm a good enough creative. I always strive to make the best out of what I do. Like I told you in the last video, I ended up spending 3 days on finishing this pillow that I really love. And there is no denying that this has something to do with my childhood. And as you get older, you start like to pick moments in your life, and you take a little shoestring and you understand that all of these things are connected. I think somehow, I don't want to blame anyone, but I feel that somewhere when I lost my father at the age of 12, somewhere along that moment when I needed that like companionship, I need someone to back me up, I think somehow that was missed. And from that, something inside me changed or broke. And every time now, as an adult, I have to do something, I have to make something, I'm trying to get that good word, that compliment from other people, from somebody else. Like I'm always feeling I'm not good enough, like I'm always feeling I'm doing something wrong. And I know I should I know that I should be visiting, I guess, a psychotherapist or someone else who could tell me what's wrong with me. And I'm trying to speak out about it, because when you're a child or you're a small person, or how do you say it? Basically, when you're young, you're always told what is right and what is wrong. But in our society, we never talk about like, I don't know, what's good and what's wrong in a family. Yeah. And even if I would tell you right now that I remember when we got beat up as kids from our parents, at that moment we thought it's okay, it's all right. I remember I got our grades were from 1 to 5, and I remember I got 5 is good, 5 is great, 4 is good, 3 is bad, 2 you're an idiot, and 1 you're a moron, a complete moron. And I remember I got a 3 in math, and you have your notebook, and they would write in 3 with a red pen. That means you're a dumbass. And I would come home, and you would need to have to show it to your parents, and they would be really mad that I got a 3. And I remember that 3 meant a belt, and not just a like, check it out. Like, I have this on me. This is a leather belt, right? And this is what you would have if you would come home with a 3 in math. And you think that after growing up, I have these episodes when I'm watching a movie or there's a story, I'm reading a book, and you just crashed out crying and you don't understand what the is going on. Why am I feeling like sorry for something and I don't even know what it is? And it's a lot of things. It's not just one thing. When you're young, you think it's okay. I made the bad thing. I got the bad grade. They have the right to punish me. And learning grammar, and I get the words wrong, and I couldn't understand what is wrong. You get pulled by your hair and saying, "What, are you stupid? Don't you understand? Don't you see the difference?" And you don't see the difference, and you don't understand as a child. And there's like you cannot fight it. It's not a nightmare. It's your reality. And after all these years, that was when I was around 10 to 12 years old, or 7, I don't know. But after my father died, and I think my mother's kind of attention switched to other things, and I remember myself mostly growing up by myself. And by the time I think I was 18, I was already a punk rock rebel, and I thought it was always one way. It was me against the world, and it has been from the day since. I has never taken account that somebody could be behind my back, that I could have a family that supports me, and I never felt like there never was a connection. I felt like they always resented me. This is getting real deep, but I felt that they always some kind of way they resented me. And when I was younger, I always thought I was either adopted or an alien. Because right now, when I have my own family and I'm pretty happy, I know how much love and how much I want to protect my stepdaughter and my daughter. It's like if something happens to them or there's some imminent threat to them, I will do my everything to protect them. And as I'm old, as I'm now, when I'm 42, like 30 years later, I'm asking myself the question in my head, why there wasn't this feeling of unity, feeling of protection when I was growing up? Where was it? Why is the only things I feel right now is like insecurity, anxiety, and I have to prove to everyone. It's the same with YouTube. When I make these videos, it's like I'm searching for how do you say it? A check mark. Like I'm searching that you validate me, that I'm okay, that I'm fine. And that is really up, I know. But if I wouldn't have this, then I wouldn't have nothing. Of course my family loves me. Of course my family tells me to it. Of course my family is the only thing that really keeps me alive. And I think in some kind of fucked up way, making videos, I'm trying to validate myself, or I'm trying to get the attention from the world that maybe I didn't get as a child. I know, but this is way too long. All I wanted to say is that every time I make a YouTube video, or I make my art, or I make anything, somewhere in the back of my mind, I want to run up to my parents and tell them, look, I made this. What do you think of this? And in some fucked up way, I'm doing it here on YouTube, like showing what I'm doing. Like, I don't know what's the right word, but the word is like, I'm searching to feel complete, but I understand I never will be. So from this day on, I want to give less. I don't want to give a damn about what I do, how my art looks, what is my life. I just want to be me without the need to be validated. I don't know, I just felt a really strong urge to tell you this before going forward. And I'm sorry. I shouldn't be sorry about, but I don't know, something just clicked today. And today is the 24th of February, when it has been 3 years since the war in Ukraine. And I somehow feel that the world is completely bonkers. From one side they tell you, live, do what you want. From the other side they say, prepare for war. Our children have like army lessons in school, and I think it's absolutely stupid that we're gonna send our youngest children to war to die. It's like, what the f*** is this country thinking about? Oh, yeah. Winter depression gets to me. But I just wanted to open up and tell you a bit of the, I don't know how to say it, a bit of the backbone why I'm trying so hard. Why everything I do in design, in YouTube, in my art, I always strive for perfection. And I want to cut it. I want to cut this cord. It doesn't need to be perfect. Nothing is perfect. And I don't need to be perfect for someone to love me. And I don't need to validate myself. Oh, maybe this is the wrong place to share this, but maybe this will help you in understanding that sharing your emotions and talking about things that are maybe sometimes not always understandable from the first second, it's okay. We're all here for a brief moment, for a glimpse, and then we're gone. And we need to make the most of the time we're here. And that's why I'm doing all this, to communicate with the world, to communicate with the universe, to communicate with you, to show you that I'm just another human just like you, with emotions, with depression, with tragedy in the heart. And maybe every day Instagram influencers say, it's a wonderful day, everything is great, I had my granola bar, my 2-cup espresso, just been to yoga, everything's fine. F*** you. World doesn't work that way. We have all our dark secrets, we have our skeletons in the closet. we have cockroaches in our heads, and it's hard. But if we share our pain, I think we can share our. If you share your bad days, we can all together enjoy our good days. There isn't. Sun isn't always shining, and you if you think it is. You cannot be positive or happy all the time. That's not just how life works. Oh, thank you for listening. Whew. If you made it to the end, it's kind of a tradition. And I want to say, where's my wonderful? Give love. Give love to your children. Give love to your parents. Give love to all the people that matter to you. Life is short. Love your family, man. Love your children. Do everything for them so our next generation comes out better than us. Peace. And God, please help Ukraine.
If you're new here, welcome. I'm a creative person through and through, and this is the place where I share my journey. My passions range from drawing and painting to street art, travel photography, linocut printing, and my work as graphic designer. Whether I'm creating art, traveling and capturing the world through my lens, designing bold packaging, or carving my imagination into prints, I invite you to join me on my everyday adventures, big and small. Let's get inspired to live, to love, to learn, and create.